Welcome to Serious Software's e-commerce training series. In today's video, we'll be looking at the advanced shipping options in order to connect your FedEx and UPS accounts to the e-commerce platform. At this time, the control integration for FedEx and UPS is not integrated into Ecommerce. However, Ecommerce does send that integration information. We use a third-party API-based platform called XPS Ship Manager. If you are interested in adding your FedEx and UPS accounts to our e-commerce platform, you'll navigate to XPS's website, xpsship.com. You can sign up for a free account with them, and you can opt or work with them to what extent you want to use their software. Most of our customers will just use them for quoting. However, if you would like to do processing and shipping management through them, you are more than welcome to do that. When you At the time of this recording, when you sign up for your account, it will ask you to fill out the form, and a account manager will give you a call, usually within 24 hours, to help you finish and finalize your account setup, give you your customer ID, give you your login information. In a future release, they are planning on automating that feature, so when you sign up for your account, it will automatically create your XPS account for you. Once you have your account information, you'll want to log in to your dashboard. So you'll register your email and then you'll enter your password. Once your account loads, you want to go to the gear in the top right-hand corner. That's your settings gear. And you want to navigate to the bottom of the page. On the left-hand side, there's going to be an option under e-commerce for API key and customer ID. These are the only two fields that we need in order to connect Control and XPS as far as account data goes. You can work with the XPS staff on linking up your FedEx and UPS accounts, what type of information they need, and how is that going to be set up for any settings on their side that you need. Again, most people will only use them for quoting. However, if you would like to work with them for processing, please feel free to ask them any of the questions that might be involved with using that for processing. I highly recommend you copy and paste these numbers into Control. They have a copy button here on the right hand header. You can also highlight and use your copy options from your computer. Where we're going to enter those numbers inside of Control. Once Control is loaded, you want to go to Setup, System Setup. Please make sure you do have the appropriate permissions to come here or pass this information along to your administrator. In System Setup, under Orders, Estimates, and Service Tickets, we want to look for Ecom Shipping. The type will always be XPS. You can't change that, but you can enter your data and change the rules about pricing. Edit on your right-hand toolbar, and then paste your customer ID and your API key into the corresponding fields. From there, you want to decide what the pricing rules should be. Do you want to charge at cost, meaning the quote that XPS sends you back? Do you want to just charge that to the customer? Or do you want to upcharge it either through a flat fee or a multiplier? Once we have this setting in Control, we'll want to navigate to our e-commerce admin panel. Once inside our e-commerce admin panel, we'll want to navigate to Settings and to our shipping options. It should be noted here that there is a permission inside of the e-commerce admin panel that needs to be turned on by our staff if you're going to use FedEx and UPS accounts. Please notify us at ecommerce@serious.com that you would like to use the advanced shipping options, and we can turn that on for you. The first thing you'll note once that option is turned on, you have a new option here called Shipping Boxes. You'll also have some new options inside of shipping methods in products. Let's start with shipping methods. Inside our shipping methods, you'll now have options for carrier rates. Now you could have a combination of stores, some stores using the base shipping rules and some stores using the carrier rates. That is completely up to you and how you configure your products for each of those stores. We'll talk about that in a second. If we use FedEx as our example, I'm going to open my record and we're going to take a look at the main differences from the base shipping. Now our shipping method is going to be a little bit more specific. You're going to usually include the carrier in the name so that the customer knows or understands that they're picking a FedEx or a UPS or even a USPS account. And then usually what type. So FedEx ground, FedEx next day, UPS ground, however you want to call that out. Just want to be a little bit more specific to our customers. The rest of the fields stay the same. You have your internal shipping code, what stores it apply to, am I charging any handling fees, what is the countries that are compatible with this shipping method, do I want it enabled, and what's my display order. For any definitions on those fields, please see our basic shipping method video. The other change is in shipping rules. Now you'll see a fifth option. I can still set up my 4 base options here in FedEx Ground if for some reason on one of my other stores I'm not using the XPS integration, but I still want to charge FedEx. I can choose an option for flat, fixed, quantity, or weight base. Most customers, if you're using FedEx and UPS, they will leave these values at 0 and just set the carrier rate. It is up to you and to your business and how you want to set up these shipping methods. We do have 3 options now here under carrier rate. So you have your carrier, UPS, FedEx, and USPS. You have your service types. This list will change based on the carrier that you have available in the first drop down. And then you have your insurance options. Do I want to charge insurance? Is it included? Or do I want to make it optional with this shipment? Once we have our shipping methods set up, we'll want to go back to settings and we'll want to look at our shipping boxes. Our shipping boxes should be the standard sizes that we use in order to ship our different products that we've set up inside of Ecommerce. You should also work with your carrier to make sure that your boxes match their dimension and weight requirements so that it can calculate properly. You do have an option to add a new shipping box. And if we look at some of our basic information here on the menu, we have our box name, our stores, and then you have your clone, inactive, and delete options here under more options. If we open our box to take a look at it, it's going to be a very simple setup. You're going to give a box a name. Most commonly we've seen dimensions, but if the carrier calls it by a specific name, please feel free to use that name here. The customer does not see this, so it's really just more of an internal management for you and how you know those boxes. Then you'll give us the length, width, and height of the box. What is the box's physical weight? And then what is its max capacity? How much can it hold? What is its flute direction? Is it horizontal or vertical? And then what stores is this valid for? Is it all stores or just certain stores that get this type of boxing? We also have our active checkbox, just meaning that it is an active option that can be used for XPS in order to calculate shipping. The last option that we'll want to look at in talking about carrier rates is in merchandise and products. Each product is going to define its own shipping rules and shipping methods. That's why you can have a combination of the base and advanced shipping rules if you opt to do that, because everything at the end of the day is based here in the products. On our product detail tab, if we come down to the bottom, we're going to see a couple options. Now carrier rate is an option here on the product rules screen, and we have our 4 original flat, fixed, quantity, and weight base. If we're using our advanced shipping options, we want to make sure carrier rate is the selected option for this product. And then we have to review our attributes as well. So if we were using the base shipment, not all our attributes were required. If we are using the XPS shipping integration, they are now all required. Width, height, length, and weight are all going to be used in configuration calculations to see what type of boxes these products can fit into, and those boxes go straight into the calculation of what the shipping quote should be. If your product that you are selling is pretty flat and it's going to be sent in a flat box, you can just use the product attributes as the shipping attributes. If you are selling something that can fit into a different dimension, maybe a banner that can be rolled up or a print that can be rolled up and put in a shipping tube, that is why we have our shipping attributes. So your product attributes are going to be about production at that point. It's also going to still affect the online designer. The height and width and height are going to affect the online designer. But I can come in here and I can define new shipping attributes so that that banner can be recognized that it can fit into a tube. So you can enter a separate height, width, length, and weight for the shipping calculations. The XPS integration will take into account these attributes, the available boxes, and the available methods on the store in order to do its calculations. Then it will send the customer back a quote during checkout. This concludes today's topic on the advanced shipping module. If you have any additional questions, please join us on the e-commerce Q&A session or email us at ecommerce@sirius.com. Thanks and have a great day.